This is our muscle mass chest program. We're going to start it off with an isolation. Now in this program we're working on the stacking of the chest, working pectoralis bridge underneath the chest and central of chest. Now in some programs we're going to be working some core programs where we're incorporating a lot of shoulders, a lot of lats, a lot of chest, a little bit of upper abs, and a lot of traps. But in this particular program we're working the full rounding of the chest. Now in this program this is going to be a pec butterfly program. I'm going to start it off with an individual so I can explain a little bit about the movement. Now on this movement we're going to be coming from underneath. If I was to be holding both handles I'd be out here just like this right here. Now the ideal is I want to keep that arm almost completely straight, but there's a small bend in it and it's going to remain that way through the full motion of this program. Now it's going to go directly under chest, and once it peaks in the middle you're going to do a lift in the chest. The concept behind this, and then control it down the exact same manner. The concept behind this is as soon as I start to make this movement, boom, my pectoralis bridge is flexing and below my chest is flexing. As I come underneath the chest, the underneath cup of my chest is flexing. And when I peek it out in the top, that's when the central of my chest is flexing the most. So in this program I'm holding two handles just like this, and we're going to go through the full range on this one. Grab both handles, come in front to where your resistance is coming below you and behind you. Get a broad chest, broad shoulders, up underneath the chest, lift. In this program we're going just like this. Keep those arms the same length the whole time. It's going to be a 10 rep program. On number 10 you're going to crunch it up and hold. 5-second hold, control down slow, same motion. After that program, now that's considered our intensity. That's going to be the hard part of that program. The next part of that program is going to be considered our consistency. Now in this part of our program we've just hit our intensity, so we're going to go into our consistency part. Repetition of biomechanics. It's everything the muscles do beyond the point of breakdown that makes a muscle greater. So in this one we can hit a higher rep set. We're going to try to hit the same movement we did in our butterfly program. In this one, take a step forward. Same concept, we're coming underneath the chest and lifting. I'm not crunching them together, I'm not worried about that. My arms are staying the same length, and when I pick it up right here, I'm going to force my chest to lift that extra 3 inches and hold. In this program we're going 20 reps. Now this should take you a pretty good while. This program right here should take you about 3 minutes because it's slow and concentrated. It's not real hard, but those muscles are already broken down, so they're having to work a little harder in this part of the program. Once you get to number 20, you're going to peek it up, control it back down to your low, and keep a broad chest, 10-second hold. On number 10, you're going to control it down as slow as you can, keeping that chest broad. Just like that. And then if you want to, at the end of the program, you can use it to stretch the chest out a little bit. Like that. That 2 programs right there, you have your intensity butterfly pec, and then you have your resistance band 20 rep pec just directly afterwards. 2-set program. Yep, I'm trying to train muscle control in order to improve my bench press. So on the bench press, we're going to hit something we're going to hit about 8 reps of. On this one right here, main thing I want you to focus on is your hands. Your shoulders are going to be, a little bit wider than the shoulders. I'm going to go pinkies at the rings. When I press this up, it's all about perfect form, so I'm going to center it out on that chest, straight down to the chest, straight up. Exhale every time I'm taking it up. Now if you really want to improve on your bench press, it's all about muscle control and muscle coordination. So it's not about how fast can I rip it out, it's a matter of controlling the bar down, controlling the bar up. On number 8, peek it out, set it up, and then you're going to go into your inclinated presses. Still a good idea to have a spotter. Reason being, when I go into my inclinated presses, I'm going to set my hands wide and I want my fingers to point right at my pec. So on this one, if you have a spotter right here when you're in this position, they can actually grab right at your waist and control you down, control you up. You're going to go a full 10 sets on this. Look straight ahead. Take that chest down, 1 inch off the pad, 2-second hold, press it out. Try to use that chest broad. The more you put that chest out there, the more you develop that chest. Full presses. When you get to number 10, you're going to take it halfway up and hold. 5-second hold in the mid. Press it all the way out, 5-second hold in the peak. and drop it out. You've got your bench press, that's your intensity, and then your muscle control directly afterwards, inclinated push-ups, 2 sets. The next two part of our programs are going to be a pec crunch and a pec lift. In this program, you're using your dumbbells. Now, I have 2 dumbbells here. Sometimes you can use 1 dumbbell or you can use 2 dumbbells. Now, this one is all concentrated on the biomechanics of the movement itself. The reason I'd use 2, I can either A, fold a weight behind my back because it's going to be an individual program, or B, if I want that lower back to actually work a little bit in this program, I don't use the counterweight. I can just put my hand behind my back, broad chest, broad shoulder, and on this one, all you're doing is taking the weight across and crunching it in with that pec. You see that pec's going to do all that work right there. Right there. Now you want to feel that movement. When you pick it up, you're going to feel a lot in that shoulder, but when I crunch it in, I'm crossing my chest over, and that pec is holding up that shoulder. Nice smooth movements on this. We're doing individuals. We're going 10 reps. On number 10, we're going to up and hold it for 5 seconds. Crunch that chest as hard as you can. Control it down slow. Switch it over to the other arm. Now, it's real important that you hit the right range of movement in this one because you're trying to isolate that pec, but you're also using a lot of shoulder in this program. You'll notice that no matter how tired you get, you don't want to sway with it, you don't want to use your lower back. It's all concentrated and isolated in that pec and shoulder. On number 10, up and hold it. Control it down slow. The next part of your program is going to be a group program. Now, if you want to work on the dominant side working against the undominant side, trying to make the weak side catch up, you do the weak arm second, and then you can do your group program together. On your group program, it's going to be a lift instead of a crunch. On a lift, it looks like a curl, but the elbows aren't actually, the forearms aren't coming towards you. The arms are going to stay this bent the whole time. Broad chest, right there in the middle. Be sure to hit your breathing pattern. Keep that chest broad, lower back straight. On number 10, you're going to peek it up and hold. 5-second hold. Control it down slow. And you're done. Right there, that's a 2-step program. You've got your pec crunch, and then you've got your group pec lift. It's going to be a 2-step